Boom, guys, listen, we're here, we're in the car, we're in Norway, all right? Let me tell you guys something. I want to talk to you guys about urgency, okay? I'm gonna talk to you guys while I'm driving here. Do not worry though, I have my tripod set up on the dash, it's no problem really. Now, I want to talk to you guys about urgency, okay? This is something I've been, noticing as I've been here in Norway now. Usually, as you guys know, I'm based in Bangkok, in Thailand, right? And for the purpose of what I want to do right now, I don't like being in Norway, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. And this might resonate with you and your goals if you have goals of like a high achieving goals, stuff you want to accomplish. Let me remove this air freshener here. This is my mom's car, by the way. So, anyways, so I'm here in Norway, right? And every time I fly back to Norway from Thailand, it's like putting the brakes on everything. I can't explain why, but it's like everything slows down, and that makes everything much more difficult to get done. And I'll tell you why, because when it comes to getting stuff done, something you need is a fire under your ass, right? You need some sense of urgency. You need some sense of this needs to get done ASAP. The number one thing I see people get wrong when they want to achieve anything really is a lack of urgency. Without any urgency, then nothing gets done. Because if there's no urgency, it's like you don't see the importance of the issue at hand. And so that's why we either need to place ourselves in situations where urgency is actually there, or we need to create a genuine sense of urgency in whatever we want to accomplish. So it doesn't have to be something you don't actually have to there's a lot of stuff you can do, right? But one of the best ways I've found, just by going to Thailand and be living there, is that just being in an environment like that, where it's more hectic, you have more stuff going on, that makes the whole difference. It makes the whole difference, okay? Because you need, what I've noticed here from being in Norway is that it's so peaceful. It's so peaceful that there's no urgency, there's no chaos, there's no nothing, right? And that has an effect on my mind. And I'm sure whatever place you're living in too, it has an effect on your mind too. And your surroundings, I talked about this in the past, your surrounding, it really, really does a lot with your mind. And so every time I come back to Norway, I've been like, hell, I need to get out of here ASAP. I mentioned this in another video too, that I'm so sad that I didn't go to Thailand earlier. Because because I had to learn that by going there. I learned that lesson that, hey, moving environments like that truly makes such a difference. My God, it makes a difference. And it's something that if you have high achieving goals, you have to do. You have to place yourself under that pressure of, I don't have that much of a return ticket, really. Because if there's all this comfort around you, then nothing will get done. Seriously, nothing will get done. Imagine working, you have a whole team, everyone's getting their paychecks from someone else. Let's say you're a boss, right? And you have a whole team of employees, and they get their paychecks from someone else. They don't get their paycheck from you. How willing to work would they really be? Right? And that's kind of how it is in Norway here, I feel, because it's so safe with the government and everything, right? And I'm not saying it's the best lifestyle. This is not the lifestyle I want, because I want full accountability, I want full responsibility, win or lose, right? And so this is not for me. I figured that out. This is not for me. If that's for you, then that's okay. But for me, it's too laid back, and it's not the urgency I want. I've truly felt the benefits of living with pressure on you, of truly having the pressure put on and what you can accomplish just through my special forces training, for example. I got to learn how important that is for getting stuff done. Once you have that pressure on you, you will get stuff done. If you have the pressure, you need to get to this point within this time, you'll find a way to get there. If you have to run with your backpack, if you have to walk, if you have to mix it up a bit, if you have to take a more sketchier route, you will find a way to get to that point, right? And it's the same, if you don't have that pressure, you're not gonna get there. You're simply not gonna get there. It's so important. And so a lot of guys, they're sitting at home and they have all these dreams of doing this and they're doing that, right? And it's very difficult to sit there and be like, I need to change my location before you actually do it. I need to place myself under this pressure until you actually do it. And so you kind of get lost in this comfort, essentially, because you don't know what you don't know, right? If that makes sense. So if that's something that you want to do, if you have high goals of getting anything, you gotta change up your environment, guys. It's so important. Now, there can be some benefits to changing it up and going back and forth. Me being back in Norway now, I was here for a run. I ran an ultra marathon. That was the whole reason I was here. But it's very nice. It's going to be very nice going back now. I swear to God. It's something that that comes up. I miss it really, really fast. Just being down there, or being actually just being away from this place. And I think that's the big thing, just being away from this place, because this is essentially, I have all the comfort in my world. My mom lives here. My childhood friends lives here. I'm gonna turn around here. I took a bit of a detour for the video. Everyone I know lives here, right? And I don't like their life choices and what their paths, the path they've decided to go down. That's something I respect totally, of course. But it doesn't reflect what I want to do, right? And so that energy that feeds off on me, and so the complacency of that, not that that's a bad thing, like we all have different stuff we want to do, but that feeds off on me. And I have to be so ruthless about curating my own environment that I can't stay here for too long, because the ideas that go through here, the urgency, it disappears. It just dissipates, just like that. That's why I love being in Thailand, just being surrounded by these people who have that same urgency, because it's just momentum. It's just, you gotta ride that momentum. I have my friend Travis, he says, if you have momentum, like he's learned this the hard way. I guess I have too, in a way. I guess most people learn this if they just look through their past experiences. If you have momentum, do not let it go. Do not let go of momentum ever. It's the most important thing you have. Do not let it go. Whatever you can do to keep that momentum up, you have to keep it up until you're at that point where you're like, hey, I made it. But if you give it up before that, it's so difficult to get back. It's like trying to rewire a cogwheel, trying to push that thing again. It's gonna be so difficult, my God. So every time you have momentum towards something, you need to make sure that you curate your whole environment towards that and that single goal only, okay? So for me, that's like, hey, I have to make more videos. And where am I best at making videos? Okay, it's when I'm there, right? I have the more opportunities. My ideas are better. Everything flows better. I need to be there, right? I recognize that. So that's what I'm going to do. Just like you, let's say you have and this, for example, this. You want to get better in gym, right? You want to build a physique. The worst way you could do that is live far away from the gym, right? The best way you can do it is live close to the gym. And even better way is to just move to a complete new country, possibly, and just live next to a gym or in a gym. Now you have a sense of urgency, like, hey, this needs to be done. This is priority number one, right? Stuff like that. But when it comes to creating a false sense of urgency, I want you guys to understand this. You guys, and me as well, of course, we all just have one shot at all of this. We only get one shot. This is it. I don't care what you guys think happens after this is all done, if it all goes blackout, or if we have an afterlife or whatever. But the best possible way to think is still to think that, hey, I only get one shot at this, and so I'm gonna make the most out of it. That's urgency. And you only have, if you even want to get down and dirty with the numbers, look at this, all right? I'm 26. I might just have maybe 40 years left. Maybe maybe I die when I'm 66. I have 40 years left, okay? So that's 1/3 gone. Boom, just like that. Now we have urgency. You see that? So that, just think about it. You guys we have so little to lose. in a few generations, no one will know that we were in here. These videos that I created in this car, in this very moment, it will all be forgotten. And if then again, you can be like, if I don't make the most of this, it will all be gone. It will all be gone. It will be all for nothing. And like some people, they choose to be like, think that exact same thought, and then they're like, yeah, well, if nothing matters, if it's all gonna be gone, then what's the point of trying to achieve? But hey, the best thought then again is just, hey, switch it around and just be like, well, if there's no point, I'm gonna achieve the absolute most I can from this in life, right? Isn't that just the best way to think about it? If I only get one chance at it, I'm gonna achieve the most I can. I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna put myself out there, I'm gonna try and see what can be accomplished. I'm gonna push myself to the absolute limit. Physically, mentally, financially, anything. So like that's just the best way of thinking, and I'm always about the best way of thinking, because if we just go by those simple metrics, hey, this is the best way to think, and we choose that for everything, like, okay, this is the best way to think there, this is the best way to think there, then we're gonna improve our mindset, and then that's gonna reflect in our actions. And so in the end, we're gonna end up with a really, really good product, an end product for how our lives look, if we just create that urgency, because our actions are gonna reflect that. And it's so important that you guys think about this. You only have one shot at this, right? And you have to be ruthless about making sure that happens, okay? I can't stress that enough. I can't stress that enough. I've seen so many people. The people that, you know, they can do so much, but then they get stuck in the mud. They get stuck in the mud of complacency. There's no urgency there. And I also seen this, like people, they say they want to do stuff. They say they want this, they say they want that, and they have no urgency, they do nothing, okay? Urgency is everything. It's the precursor to action, is urgency. And it can stem from anything. Like, urgency can come from anything. It can come from fear, it can come from insecurities, it can come from anything, right? So, I don't shy away from it. I mean, regardless of where it comes from, do not shy away from it. You need this. You need this to grow in whatever area that is. You need to make sure you have urgency. Okay? It's the single biggest factor towards success ever. It's the biggest single action towards action. And that's going to do so much for you guys. I just wanted to rant a bit about urgency right there. I hope you guys could follow my points. Truly do. I've been kind of on a hiatus from YouTube for the last few days after I run my marathon. I've just been recovering. I might do a full video on recovery protocols and everything when I get back to Thailand. So I have some wounds and stuff I need to sort out. And that's gonna, you know, I'll make a full wound video or whatever. I can make full. If you any videos you guys want me to make, comment down below, and I'll see if I can make the topic for you guys. Okay? There's so much knowledge in here that I'm looking to share with you. By the way, guys, how do you like the new T-shirt? Okay, Notorious Army, amazing stuff, right? Listen, go get some urgency in your life. You guys need this. Okay? I'm not gonna go on for too long. I'm gonna head inside now. I got to catch I gotta go out and travel early tomorrow, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. The video of my ultra marathon will be out very, very soon. That's being edited as we speak. It's gonna be an absolute banger. So just hold on, wait for that. Maybe I'll put a premiere or something for it, so you guys can, be notified. Go follow my Instagram as always. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, and God bless. Zoom, zoom, zoom.